26 African touristic destinations that makes foreigners want to relocate. In this guide, we will introduce you to some of the best African countries to visit. Those seeking adventure and the best that Mother Nature has to offer can expect a trip of a lifetime in Africa. These African countries will leave you culturally inspired on your first trip, from the Blue Nile and Victoria Falls to the ancient ruins and impressive UNESCO heritage. Before you visit any, let's look at 26 African touristic destinations that makes foreigners want to relocate. 26. The Great Migration, Tanzania. A photo won't capture the thunder of hooves on dirt as more than 1 million wildebeest and several 100,000 zebra make their annual migration, but still, this is one for the top of the pile. The migration is actually a year-round event, as the animals move from Tanzania's Ngorongoro Reserve in January, up through the Serengeti around June, and hit Kenya's Masai Mara around September, before journeying south again. 25. Egypt. As the meeting point of Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East, Egypt's significance in the history of mankind is undeniable. Many prehistoric kingdoms once occupied the area, so it is possible to find their traces all around the country. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of the iconic pyramids is just one example. Besides the unique historic background, Egypt is one of the top diving destinations in Africa due to its coastline along the Red Sea. You do not have to worry about applying for your visa in advance since Egypt has a visa on arrival for visitors. 24. Rwanda. From the high-altitude tropical rainforest in Nyungwe to the lush green jungles at Volcans National Park, Rwanda's verdant attractions will leave you breathless. Another significant place to visit in Rwanda is the exploding Lake Kivu, which is one of the exploding lakes in the world, making it among the tourist places in Africa. History buffs traveling to Rwanda may also choose to visit the Genocide Memorial at Kigali Memorial Center that pays tribute to the people lost during the Rwandan genocide of 1994 through pictures and well-preserved articles. 23. Seychelles. There are plenty of tourist places in Seychelles, as it is an archipelago of islands containing around 115 granite and coral islands located close to Africa, situated on the western part of the Indian Ocean. It is a land full of pristine beauty and a luxurious destination. It lies east of Kenya, beside the equator. They have adequately protected land areas, and many atolls and islands support marine sanctuaries. 22. South Africa. With such diverse and exciting attractions to offer, South Africa provides a plethora of things to do and natural beauty to admire. It is a paradise for nature and wildlife lovers as well as adventure junkies. Diversity doesn't flourish only generally over here, but also specifically in terms of cuisines, landscapes, adventures, and many more. Thus, South Africa has people from all over the world visiting the country all through the year. The tourist developments in the country have also been on the rise to keep up with the incoming demand. 21. Morocco. Morocco is one of the most captivating sceneries of North Africa, with the rocky heights of the Atlas Mountains and the desert right at the doorstep. The country also means an adventure into a world of snake conjurers and charmers, with bazaars brimming with hoards of valuables along with endless glasses of mint tea. 20. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is open to tourism and is a popular destination for adventure and wildlife. There are many landscape spots, lush highlands, exotic trees not found anywhere else, archaeological sites, and attractive towns that can be visited. The locals are very friendly, but the tourists have to beware as there are many challenges they could face. All the tourists must and should know of the traveling do's and don'ts when you visit this country, else it could cost you heavily. You can enjoy the view of parks, reserves go camping, as there are countless camping sites here. 19. Madagascar. Madagascar is one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. Surrounded by the coral reefs of the Indian Ocean, it is a prime diving destination full of world-class diving facilities and luxurious resorts. Once you leave the touristy areas, you will come across quaint fishing towns, baobab trees lined up for kilometers, and national parks abundant in lemurs. 18. Malawi. Although Malawi is a landlocked country, it is one of the most popular diving and beach destinations in Africa. The country owes it to the Grand Lake Malawi that comprises diverse freshwater marine life. Various beach towns around the lake offer activities like water sports, diving, fishing, and hiking. The lake is also a great water source for wildlife, particularly leopards and antelopes. 17. Botswana. With its swelling grasslands, frozen rivers, and marvelous forests, the landlocked country of Botswana is southern Africa's pride. The name of the country literally translates to the land of the Tswana, referring to the dominant ethnic group of the land. The epical beauty of Botswana resides in its sprawling savannas and lush green deltas. The stunning sand dunes of the vast Kalahari and vibrant pine flats, lined by baobab trees, make Botswana one of the top places to visit in Africa. 16. Ethiopia. Divided by the Great Rift Valley, this landlocked Ethiopia in eastern Africa is one of the most beautiful countries in Africa. Ethiopia is one of the most visually stunning countries in Africa. From the rugged peaks of the Simien Mountains to the beautiful alpine forests in Bala, or even the kaleidoscopic sandstone cliffs at Tigray, Ethiopia, offers some of the most remarkable landscapes in the world, from the stunning Blue Nile Falls, with its mist-laden gorges, to the magnificent Erda Ale volcano with its lava lakes. The options here are endless. 15. Uganda. Mountain gorillas have become endangered over the past few decades. Luckily, Uganda's nature still provides them with the ideal habitat of the tropical forest. Owing to the source of the River Nile, Uganda has a large amount of water, which is vital for the gorillas along with various other mammals and birds. The country also offers a broad range of activities, like traditional art festivals, volcano hikes, kayaking, and rafting. 14. Zambia. Victoria Falls has been proclaimed as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world for having the largest mass of free-falling water. The nearby town of Livingstone provides several affordable accommodation options for travelers. Aside from Victoria Falls, Zambia attracts tourists to its safari parks and nature reserves that are known for having some of the densest wildlife populations in southern Africa. 13. Kenya. Along with Tanzania's Serengeti, Masai Mara National Park in Kenya witnesses a mass animals congregating and migration of wildebeest, which makes it a phenomenal safari destination in East Africa. The wonders of Kenya range from pristine beaches on the Swahili coast to historic forts and mosques in cities like Mombasa. Whether you are into history or nature, Kenya has it all in one package. 12. Mauritius. Mauritius tourism is like a breath of fresh air in your vacation experience of the enchanting tropical paradise. It is an island country surrounded by the Indian Ocean on all sides, has an affluent and diverse ecosystem with dense and lush forests, white sand beaches fringed with swaying palm trees, volcanic mountains, tea plantations, waterfalls, islets, and many other points of interest that lure countless holidaymakers here all year long. 11. Nigeria. Nigeria is home to some of the world's best natural landmarks and wildlife reserves. You will also come across zillions of protected areas, cascading waterfalls, dense rainforests, savanna, and rare primate habitats. Dotted with some of the popular tourist attractions like Osun's Sacred Grove, known for its rainforest, Jazz Hole, which is a popular book and record store, and many others. While Oluma Rock has a rich history and great spiritual significance, the Nike Art Gallery is full of contemporary and traditional Nigerian arts. 10. Senegal. Senegal is one of the best-kept secrets of Africa. Guri Island was once popular as a major slave trade fort, although it is now an area full of museums and colonial remains. Senegal is the heart of wildlife in West Africa with national parks that support ecotourism. Besides the tragic history, Senegal is the heart of wildlife in West Africa with national parks that support ecotourism. 9. Namibia. Namibia is one of the African countries to visit without a visa if you are a US or UK citizen. Windhoek and Swakopmund have a surprisingly rich German colonial architecture. Unique attractions include large dunes, iconic salt pans like Sossusvlei and Etosha, desert-adapted wildlife, and the Fish River Canyon, which is the largest in Africa. 8. Ruaha National Park. One of the largest national parks in not only Tanzania, but the whole of East Africa. Ruaha consists of several smaller ecosystems like Rungwa Game Reserve and Uzangu Game Reserve. The highlight of the park is the big 5 game animals along with the endangered elands, African leopard, sable antelope, impala, bat-eared foxes, agema lizards, etc. Besides, it has more than 1,600 plant species and 500 bird species. 7. Cape Verde. Cape Verde, a small archipelago in northwest Africa, is considered the Brazil of Africa due to Portuguese influence. The capital, São Vicente, hosts a carnival in February, which is nothing short of Brazil's Rio Carnival. Cape Verde is a foodie's paradise. 6. Katavi National Park. One of the best places to visit in Tanzania and the remotest national parks in Tanzania's Central African Rift Valley, Katavi National Park is a secluded expanse of raw wilderness. Its incredible wildlife includes the big 5 game, crocodiles, antelope, giraffe, and almost 400 bird species. Named after a local spirit, this national park's grounds are worshipped by the locals even today. Enjoy game drives and walking safaris for an amazing bush experience. 5. Mahebourg. Mahebourg is the best place to go if you want to spend a few days alone. It is a charming little town on Mauritius' southwest coast that was named after a French governor, Mahebourg. It welcomes you with enticing sunsets, dramatic beaches, and cool breezes. It is a place where time is cherished, silence is revered, and purity is unrivaled with the bounty of nature in its purest form. 4. Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary. Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary, located on the Ezulwini River, is one of Africa's largest conservation reserves. Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary is home to blue wildebeest, kudu, nyala, impala, crocodiles, and zebras. The sanctuary provides guided tours on foot, horseback, or in jeeps. Mountain biking is another enjoyable activity available here. 3. Lake Retba. Also known as the Pink Lake, Lake Retba is a saltwater lake in North Senegal. The high salt content in its waters exudes a pinkish taint, making it one of the most unique tourist places in Africa. The beautiful little lake is flanked by dense vegetation and terracotta-colored dunes on all sides. Although not a lot of fish can survive in its waters, tourists can enjoy a dip here or even explore the lake in the local wooden canoes. 2. Nzulezo. Zambian village of Nzulezo is one of the most unique places to visit in Africa. The only way to explore the village is on canoes, which takes you through the dense mangrove regions. While not a lot can be done here, it is an absolute must-visit for those desiring an authentic taste of the traditional culture of Africa. 1. Table Mountain. Formerly known as Maclear Bacon, the Table Mountain is a flat-topped mountain overlooking Cape Town. Home to a great variety of flowers and plants, Table Mountain is regarded as one of the top places to see in South Africa. The eastern foot of the mountain houses the expansive Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens, while the mountain itself remains adorned with fynbos vegetation throughout the year. These are the 26 African touristic destinations that makes foreigners want to relocate. Thanks for watching, and let us know where you will be visiting.